What's going on, everybody? I appreciate everybody jumping in here, smashing those likes. I'm Blockchain Crusader, and we are back for a live stream. It's been quite some time since I've been live, but here we are. Let's freaking rock and roll. Let me see here. Let me fix a little something. Give me one more second. Let's do another little revamp of that music. All right, and we're back. Sorry, I had a little technical difficulty there. We're back. I'm Blockchain Crusader, crusading through these blockchains every single day, guys. And the altcoins are blasting off once again. Looking at this, man. Look at this. We got OM up 7.7%, Ondo up 6.8% today. We've got Phantom up 6.6% as well. We got ENA up 12.7%. This thing has been on a rocket ship lately. I've been telling you guys, Athena is one to be looking at, one to be keeping an eye on, because it's definitely got some momentum under it. We got Render up 6.1%. Let's go, Render. We've got, let's see here, what else? We got Arrow up 5.5% at $1.43, baby. At $1.43. This thing is shooting for new all-time highs here very, very soon. Where's Sui at? Because I know Sui's been on a rocket ship as well. Sui is up 3.2% just of today at $2.24. This thing has also shot up to new all-time highs, entering price discovery as high as $2.35. Let's freaking go in the altcoin. And Bitcoin hasn't even hit new all-time highs yet, guys. Altcoins are hitting new all-time highs like Sui, and Bitcoin hasn't even hit an all-time high yet. That's how crazy, that's how wild this market is going to get, guys. That's how wild this market is going to get. If you guys don't know, now you know. Now you know. So, what's been happening, right? What's been happening with Bitcoin is simply one of these things, right? We've been talking about a major breakout to the value area high of Q3, right? Q3 value area high being a massive resistance zone that we were under. Let me actually zoom out here for you on the daily. Let me get rid of some of this stuff. Let me close this up here for you guys. Let me make this chart nice and pretty for you. Everything is nice and understandable and easy to read. So let's open up the Q3 data. So overall, this is the Q3 data, right? We're looking at Bitcoin's chart right now. This was the Q3 data, and this is what happened with Bitcoin. Bitcoin broke out, right? During the ending of September, we broke out. We're heading towards the 67. We topped out at 65, made a new higher high compared to these other highs, right? And then in October 1st, or September 30th and October 1st, we came crashing down through the Q3 value area high, also through the September value area high, came all the way down to 59, had a little bit of a fake bottom here, bounced back up towards the value area high, right? Look at this. This was the ultimate signal right here. Was when we rocketed back up, we shot up to 64,400. But that same day, you see this massive wick, right? This red zone here, which is the Q3 value area high and the September value area high, suppressed the price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's price came all the way down below the September value area high of 62,700. And then we spent literally 4 days coming down. And I told you guys that the target, if we were going to continue inside this range, was going to be this value, this Q3 naked point of control between Q3 and September, right? That was the green zone. That was the bounce zone. That was where we wanted things to jump off of. And that's exactly what happened. Bitcoin came down, tapped 59, came a little bit lower to 58, and bounced off of that perfectly with a massive wick to the upside here, closing a lot of buying pressure that day. And since then, we've been green. We got a little bit of red yesterday, retested some zones here. And guess what? Today, last night, right, during the Asia market hours, Bitcoin blasted off past 63,516, finally breaking this Q3 value area high. Now, it's very important that we close up here. I absolutely believe that we will close up here. There's no reason why we wouldn't close up here with the amount of buying pressure and volume that's coming in right now, right? So if we break it down to the 15-minute now, Now we jump back out to the 15 minutes to look for the daily trade setups, right? Bitcoin kind of had, after this massive move last night, as you guys can see here, right? Massive move to the upside. Let me actually turn off one of these rectangles. Nope, that's not the rectangle I want to turn off. Right here. As you guys can see, yesterday we had last night we had massive move to the upside, very aggressive, retested the value area high for the previous week, and continued to go up slowly. Right, we've been crawling up since then. Right, since then we've been just crawling to the upside here. Right now, I'm looking for a retest of this previous week high. Let me actually turn some little levels off here. This needs to turn off. That needs to turn off. Okay, perfect. Next local target here is the $65,700. This is the next local target to the upside. There's a daily naked point of control that's on tap there, and a daily pivot that's also on tap. But the major overall target to the upside right now is the quarterly naked point of control of 67,190, which is a zone, a range, I should say, not a zone, a range that we've been in for the longest amount of time. So now, once again, if I turn this off, zoom back out into the daily here. All right, let's close off the quarter three data as well. Let's close that off. And let's zoom out here to the macro. Look at this. Look at this. Somebody come look at this. All right, look at this macro range that Bitcoin's been in. Look at this macro range. We've been in this range between 72,000 and 59,000 since February of 2024. We've been ranging through this the whole entire time. And now we got this quarterly naked point of control all the way up here. We've been ranging this since February. So it's a major target zone of of the next area to go to is that 67. Now we break above that 67. We also have another target somewhere around the 69 area. Forget where's my zone? Where's my target at? I think I might have. I gotta find it somewhere. But long story short is right now the main target is 67. We need to hit 67, start moving above that before we start making a run towards this value area high of this range of $72,000. But things can get very wild very quickly here for Bitcoin. As you can see, we have had a perfect in this at this macro level, right? We broke in at the end through September, came down on September 30th, October, came back up, boom, hit this level here, perfect retest of this value area low of this range, right? Create a little bit of a double bottom pattern as well. If you're into patterns, this is a little double pattern, double bottom, oops, double bottom, whoop, sweet booty cheek action right here, bing, bam, boom. And now we're breaking out above the neckline and moving towards up here, towards this quarterly naked point of control of 67,000. That is what's happening for Bitcoin right now, which is causing the altcoins to melt up, right? This is why Sui and some other altcoins are making or approaching all-time highs, like Arrow's approaching all-time highs. Sui's already at new all-time highs, and the quarter four has just started, right? If we come on over here and start looking at some return information, some monthly returns, look at this bad boy. Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Bitcoin is up in the green 2.48% to the upside already. But I thought Dumptober was taking over and that, Uptober was canceled. Well, it doesn't look like Uptober is canceled just yet. Does not look like Uptober is canceled just yet. Let's jump in here into the chat real quick. Blockchain Crusader promo code. The promo code is Dumptober. You're asking about the promo code for the Crypto Citadel. It's Dumptober. If you go into the link in the profile or down below, if you're on another platform, you go to the link tree here, you hit Crypto Citadel, you come on over here, right? You're gonna see this. This is the sign up page for the Crypto Citadel. You type in Dumptober, hit apply. Oh no, the promo code has expired. That's right, because now we are in Uptober. Jeez Louise, now we're in Uptober. Dumptober no longer works. No longer works right now. I was telling you guys to join during Dumptober to get 35% off. But I guess Dumptober is over now because we are in the green. But I can drop another one. I can drop another one here. A quickie here. Let's see here. What can I do for you guys? Let me whip something up for you guys. I hope all you guys are smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe if you haven't already. I'm gonna come up with a new promo code here. just for you guys, really, really quickly. So give me a second here. Uh, give me a second. Let me see. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Um, where are my settings? Geez, this is a lot harder to do live. Let me see here. I appreciate everybody jumping in here, smashing those likes. Start dropping some questions because I will be looking at some questions as well. Let's see here. ASM Assemble AI thoughts. I'll get into that in just a minute. Can you please talk more about the Citadel and what advantages member get? Yeah, so basically the crypto Citadel, right? Or meanwhile, I work on the promo code. The crypto Citadel, they get daily trade setups, right? These are all the daily trade setups that we've been looking at here for Bitcoin, and especially for Bitcoin. If you guys want to trade specifically some altcoins, you can always request and I'll trade in. I'll make up the setups for your altcoins. And then if you're not a trader but you're a long-term investor, obviously, right? You're here for the long term. I have macro analysis as well. So this is all macro analysis, long-term targets for up zones, down zones, right? Potential buying zones. All this is macro analysis for all altcoins requested by the members themselves, right? And then the daily trades are the daily trade setups that I'm looking at. And along with that, we got some fundamental analysis going on as well on what's happening in the liquidity markets, on chain, right? Activity last night, some Aave whales were getting busy and buying up some Aave. A lot of different things happening, token unlock, stuff like that. So those are the three major benefits right now, right? It benefits long-term investors and it benefits people that want to be in trading constantly or every single day, at least try to get a single trade in. So that's going on. We're going to be releasing some new features really soon here with a potential trading session and potential exclusive live streams for the Discord members alone. That will increase the price from $19.99 to a higher price point when those features are rolled out. But if you're already in at $19.99, you're grandfathered in forever. So right now I'm trying to come up with a new promo code for all of you guys that want to get in here. So give me a quick second here while I try to figure out this situation. Let me see here. Yeah, just give me a quick second here. Gonna I might go a little dark here, but give me a quick second. Give me a little. I'm gonna do a little intro music here real quick. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. I appreciate everybody being so patient as I was trying to create that promo code for all of you guys. So now, if you guys want to get into the Crypto Citadel and you hit the link in the bio, right, and you come on over here, you're going to type in Uptober, hit apply, and you're going to get 25% off, $14.99 to join the Discord. Let's freaking go to get in there. $14.99, 25% off for everybody that's getting in now in the Uptober promo code. There it is, guys. Promo code is Uptober now. Uptober. Type it into the promo code and hit apply, and you can join for 25% off here. Let's get back here to the altcoins. Let's get back to the real conversation I know everyone's here for in the first place. What exchange do you prefer members to trade on? We'll talk about that in the Citadel itself, right? Once you're in there, all that exclusive information will be dropped in there. Links and all this stuff will be happening in there as well. So What help is available for someone new? Well, yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of helping with the people that are new, right? Especially with the exclusive trading sessions, and going to be doing some videos explaining some different strategies and what things I'm looking at. So let's go here. Let's go through the chat here. Let's go and look at some altcoins here that are running. Somebody was asking about ASM, ASM Assemble AI, up 13.8% today. Let's go. 65% this week, 119% the last month. Jeez Louise, this thing's been on a rocket ship. Let's go take a quick look here at what's happening with Assemble AI. Assemble AI. Let me actually create another tab here. I want to keep my Bitcoin chart open. ASM, Assemble AI. Let's get it here. Gate.io. Let me see here. This is daily. Oops. Come on. All right, let's go do a quickie here. We're just doing a quickie here, guys. Let's see here. Let's get some quarter 3 data here for the Assemble AI. Let's just type it up here. ASM. That's the altcoin that we're looking at right now. Let's get quarter 3 data. Let's get the beginning of July all the way to the end of September. Quarter 3. Let's get quarter 4. I mean quarter 2. Let's get beginning of April. All the way down. Let's go. Breaking through that as well. Okay, let's get quarter 1 data here. Oh, not a lot of volume up here at all. So we are entering an area. Okay, so this is definitely interesting. You see how we have this massive spike to the upside here all through the month of January and February, but we literally have like no volume. We have literally like no volume at all. It was a very quick move to the upside and back. Um, Literally no volume going on at all here. So definitely something interesting to keep an eye on. Let's get quarter 4 of 2023. Let's get October 1st all the way to the end of December. Yeah, not a lot of volume at all going on up here. So the price action, even though we came as high as what 17 cents here, not a lot of not a lot of volume at all. So let's keep a lookout here for some quarterlies. Okay. Big target up here for quarter 2. Quarter 2. PIV. Let's see. Guys, smash those likes, hit that subscribe. We're going through Assemble AI right now. We're taking a look here at what are some critical levels for this area right now. This is quarterly range, a quarterly pivot we're seeing up here. Let's get some monthlies up here as well. We are pretty much breaking through a lot of what was resistance and volume and could be heading into not price discovery because we've been at these levels before, but we could regain these levels pretty quickly here from what I'm seeing because of the fact that there's literally like no volume at all going on over here. So a monthly pivot up here as well. So the major target right now for ASM, as we have broken above the quarter 2 range, the quarter 1 range, right? We have broken above all these ranges for ASM right now, pretty much breaking the majority of resistance at this point. Major target here is around 8 cents, around 8 cents from where we're at right now. Let's get a macro gold pocket here, see where this thing is taking us, all the way from the very tip top to the bottom here, down in August 5th. Overall, macro gold pocket is sitting around 11 cents right now. Like I said, not a lot of resistances here. We could definitely see some chop action, right? On some levels here, especially right around here, around 5 cents, right? These rounder numbers. But there's really no major target until 8 cents. So that means, and with the fact that there's such low volume, anywhere above 3 cents, we're at low volume here. The fact that we're breaking above right now could be very bullish for ASM in the short term here, or overall in the longer term, as there's basically no volume up here at all, so we can move to those levels pretty quickly here. I appreciate everybody smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. Let's get some chat here going on. Luna Moon says, just join the Discord. Let's freaking go. Do you have any videos beginners should trade or beginners? Yeah, I'm definitely going to be posting this week. I'm going to be posting all my beginner videos for new people that are trading. So I'll definitely be doing that here this week. I'll be posting up the different videos for the Potential Academy, just kind of explaining how the TA that I use works and for you can understand the terminology, the different tools and stuff. Everything that I use is pretty much free. So definitely nothing to like you don't have to buy any indicators or anything like that, which is definitely always a big plus. Let's see here. Let's jump back over here to see some other altcoins here that are moving. What other altcoins you guys want me to cover today, guys? You guys seem so quiet for such a exciting day in the market. I mean, look at this. Look at this. The markets are up. They're up, baby. They're pumping. We're back in October, bro. We're back in October. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Let's get excited. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Let's keep smashing those likes. Let's hit that subscribe. Let's go. Let's not get held up here. Now that things are getting exciting. Aerodrome killing all these mid caps. Dude, Aero, bro. Look at Aero, my friend. Aerodrome sitting at $1.44, up 7.8% today. Let's freaking go, right? 13% on the week, 103% on the month. If we go look at the Discord, right? I posted some macro analysis on Aero. Where was it? Here it is. Posted it on the 30th of September, right? Posted on the 30th of September. It told you guys, hey, we have a macro gold pocket sitting at $1.65. We're on our way there, right? We have to get above the quarter two pivot, which is $1.24, and then we have a naked point of control at $1.88. And guess what, guys? Guess what? This were major target zones, right? I told you guys that the bottom was here for quarter three, was all the way down here at 40-50 cents. Arrow has been a big buy for me. Anything below 60 cents has been a big buy for me. And today we are smashing through those things. Let's go take a little quick peek here at Aerodrome. So Aerodrome on its way towards that gold pocket at $1.65 here, right? Look at this perfect little retest here. It actually front ran my buying zone. So I did have a little buying zone here for a quick retest down on 97, 94 cents, right? But it held a dollar. It held $1.01, $1.01 here very, very well. And it bounced right off of that. So it front ran this little buying zone here, this little green zone of, quarter three pivot and a monthly pivot that was sitting at 94, 97 cents. I was definitely going to be loading up more there under a dollar, but it front ran it, right? That's okay. That happens because Bitcoin's entering some very bullish momentum here. We are right now right at the value area high for quarter two range, right at $1.45. So breaking above that, our next target is $1.65. $1.65 is the gold pocket, the macro gold pocket to the upside. And then right above that, we're at $1.88 for the next naked point of control at that point. But you'll see. We'll see. Arrow and Sui have been doing their own thing, man. They have been doing their own thing. They don't care. They don't care what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin chops sideways, they pump. Bitcoin dumps a little bit, they still pump 2-3%. Every day they're up 2-3%. They're barely down. They're barely down. They're holding up so well. And if you guys are saying, well, I missed out on Sui, right? Sui is already at new all-time highs. Like I'm not gonna buy Sui. I wouldn't be buying Sui right now either. Right. I definitely would not be buying Sui. This is Sui right here, right? TVL, $1.4 billion, continuing to grow here every single day. If you missed out on Sui, this is what you need to be doing. You need to be looking into its ecosystem. What are the coins? What are the tokens? What are the protocols being built on Sui? These are the ones I have on my radar, right? The biggest one is Navi protocol, right? But the ones I like to focus on are on the lending and the DEXs. Those are the two that I like focusing on. For DEXs, we have Cactus, right? We have Cactus, the biggest DEX that they have, is up 125% last month, 20% the last 7 days. Right, it's had a major pump as well, but nonetheless, it's still a smaller chain, a smaller protocol. If we look at Cactus here, Cactus protocol, right? It's a $60 million market cap. It's tiny, right? Obviously high risk, but it's only up 22%, 1% today versus Sui, right? Sui is up 8% on the week, 117% on the month. Like it's having and it's a $6 billion market cap, right? you're looking at a $6 billion market cap versus the the potential here of a smaller, of way smaller market cap, 60 million. You can't even compare, right? So there's definitely a lot more potential to this, for this to continue going, as more and more is being built on Sui, right? More is going to happen on the Cactus Dex, right? Then the next two we have are the lending platforms. Sui Lend and Scallop Lend, right, are the two other big lending protocols happening on Sui. But then other decks that I have an eye on is the Turbos, right? Not to be confused with Turbo, right? That's not Turbo AI like this little turtle AI thing. No, no, no. Turbos, right? Turbos Finance, right here. This is a DEX on Sui. This is an even smaller market cap, right? $14 million market cap, very high risk. The smaller the market cap, the higher the risk here, right? So that being said, it's down 2.7% today, down 10% overall in the week, still up 83% from last month. This also has a lot of potential as continuously more volume comes into Sui, right? More things are being built on there. Obviously, this is the smaller DEX of the two, but what I focus on in ecosystems are DEXs and lending protocols. Those are going to be doing too very well. So those are the four that I'm focusing on inside of Sui's ecosystem: is Turbos, Cactus, Sui Lend, and Scallop Lend. Those are the two. Those are the four that I'm focusing on inside its protocol. So definitely keep an eye out for those things. And just for other layer ones, for other cryptos as well. If you think you missed out on it, guys, you can always look their into their ecosystem and see what has a lot of potential in there. And I always usually focus on lending and dexes. Those are the two main easy ones to go for. And obviously, that's just my strategy. So Injective is up 7.5% today as well. Let's go Injective. Let's go breaking above $21 here. Let's see if I'm missing anything. My prediction: Aerodrome $5 into parabolic stage. Yeah, Ochoa, I think $5 is a very, very reasonable price action for Aero. I think it's very reasonable. It can go a lot higher, right? It can definitely go a lot higher, but I think it's very reasonable to think that $5 is very possible for Aerodrome, especially with Aerodrome's current market cap. So Aerodrome's current market cap is, let's round up to $1 billion for easy math, right? And we're at basically $1.50. So for $5, a little bit of 5x here, talking about, 5, 6, 7 billion dollar market cap. Very, very easy here for Aerodrome to reach those levels. Like I said, it could go a lot higher. Things can get very bananas, right? Like Raul Powell likes to says, the banana zone, right? Don't F this up. The banana zone can get very wild very, very quickly, with Bitcoin heading towards new all-time highs, right? Because this is happening right now. We're seeing 105% moves. We're seeing 14% moves on a week, 10% moves on a day, right? And Bitcoin is not even at all-time highs yet. Bitcoin is still below its previous all-time high here. So that is something to keep an eye on and be very aware of, that we are not even in the overall, let me see here, in the overall at all overall freaking, I lost my word now. I lost my train of thought. New all-time highs. Bitcoin has not hit new all-time highs. When Bitcoin hits new all-time highs, and people start, all the broadcasts of on traditional markets start talking about new all-time highs for Bitcoin, the ETFs are going to go wild. The entire market is going to go bananas, bananas. Let me tell you, bananas. So that being said, it's going to get a lot wilder than people think it can, very, very quickly, from just this small bullish momentum for Bitcoin is causing chaos, right? Good chaos for the altcoins here. Let's go back into the chat here and see what else is happening here in the chat. I'm buying Link. Sui has insane unlocks coming. Be safe with that, guys. Definitely, that is definitely a good thing to point out here. So let's go take a look at Sui's unlocks here in just a second. Sui. I know Tia has definitely been having is having a major unlock coming out here at the end of October. Let's see here. When's Sui's next unlock? In the next 9 days, Sui is unlocking 590,000 tokens per day for 90 days, which is about what? About another 2% of their supply, give or take. Um, I believe. Yeah, 1.2. We're going to be releasing $1.3 million worth a day for 90 days. So it's around 2 or 3% of their token supplies, which is not wild, right? Sui is only having a little bit of 2 3%, whatever it is, token supply unlock. Freaking what you call it, Tia is unlocking 82% of their tokens at the ending of October. Now that's freaking wild. Let me tell you, that is freaking wild overall. Let's get back here into the chat here real quick. See here, can UTA the OG baby Slinky Linky? What? What the heck is that? I'm buying Link here, waiting for confirmed breakout above $11. Let's go take a quick look at Link here. Let's go take a quick look at Link. So Link is one that I definitely keep on my long-term portfolio. Obviously, it's not going to do as well as other people think, right? Their tokenomics have been very bad for a very long time. The CCIP upgrade did fix a little bit with staking and all stuff, but it's still, I don't believe it's going to hit, I think its all-time high is probably going to reach its previous all-time high around $50. Maybe it can go a little bit higher. It depends how wild Bitcoin gets, but I don't expect this to get too high. I don't expect this thing to be hitting $200 or anything like that, right? I think somewhere between 40 to $50 is a very good zone for Chainlink, and I think that'd be about it for Chainlink here. And it's just because their tokenomics are so bad and their performance, right? Showing you they're down 2.7% overall in the month. But let's go take a look here, right? Doesn't matter that it's down 2% over the month. That doesn't mean anything. Let's go take a look at Chainlink here. Actually, I have it on my, where is it here? I have it on my macro. So Chainlink here right now, still sitting within its Q3 range, right? Just been kind of chopping it up here between below $11, staying above the Q3 in September naked point of control or point of control at this point at $10.60, which is good, right? But we want to see this thing start to break above. We need to get above the $13 here, which there's a monthly piv. There's a red zone up here between 1350 and 1250, which is definitely going to be a resistance zone. There's been a lot of chop for Chainlink around this area. So definitely expect some resistance there. But getting above 1350 puts us in line, right? That puts us above into the Q2 range here, puts us in the path to its overall golden pocket at 17 cents, $17.69. Sorry about that. And then its Q1 naked point of control is sitting up at $20. $20 in 1943. There's a monthly pivot, and Q1 naked point of control is at $20 here. So that is going to be the next big target to the upside, and then after that, we're going to be hitting new highs for this bull market. Not new highs in general, but just new highs for this year, for this bull run in overall. But we'll see how long it takes Link to get up there. Those are the targets to the upside for Link here in the short term, overall, midterm, because we don't know how long it's going to take for Chainlink to get up there. Give me a quick little sip of water here. All right, we're back. Sip of water is over. I appreciate all you guys watching. I appreciate all of you guys smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe, whether you're on TikTok or on YouTube. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I hope all of you guys are joining the Crypto Citadel, taking advantage of that 25% off with the promo code UPTOBER. UPTOBER, because Dumptober is over. Dumptober is over, guys. And we just want to come back over here to this chart real quick. The fact that Bitcoin is back in the green here, we're still only on the 14th day of October. We still got 2 weeks left for October to continue moving to the upside here, right? And why is this important? Why is October being green important? Well, if you guys have been watching here for some time, you guys have heard me talk about the green Septembers, right? There's only been 3 green Septembers in history. We just recently made the 4th historic green September ever, right? Back in 2015, back in 2016, and in 2023, we had green Septembers, which are then followed by a quarter four, the entire quarter four, October, November, and December being in the green, because September historically is always red, except for these three times in history in 2015, 2016, and 2023. 2024 is the fourth historic green September ever. And it's the largest returning September ever. That's on top of that. So now, if we look at some averages and now we go based off that historical data, we assume that we could see a potential for a quarter four green, right? Green all throughout quarter four here, right? We start looking at quarterly four data, right? And what does the quarter four data tells us? Well, these are the averages for quarter four, right? For quarter four returns. The average is 81%. 81% to the upside for quarter four. The median is about 31% because they're still taking into account this 2%, which really brings the median down, right? But so this is going to be fluctuating as we'll see the median fluctuating as the overall quarter four plays out. But just based off this median and this average, the average will take us well above 80, $100,000 Bitcoin, right? Well above 100,000 Bitcoin. If we have to like zoom down here, right? Squeeze this price action together, right? Look at this. Just gonna squeeze this thing here, and let's do a quick little measured move from where we're at today, right? From where we're at today, all 88% or 81%, I should say. 81%. Why is this thing in my way? Yeah, 81% takes us to $119 Bitcoin, 119K Bitcoin. Now, what does 31%, right? Which is a smushed median. 31% takes us to 31 takes us to about $86,000 Bitcoin by the end of this year. So we're either at 86,000 or potentially at 119,000 by the end of this year. By the end of this year, that means in the next 2 months and 2 weeks, we could be at those price levels, right? We could be at those price levels. So very, very good overall momentum to the upside here. We're about to tap our local target here of 65,700. Once again, I thought we were going to come down and maybe retest this previous week high, but the bullish momentum is taking over and it's just running. It's just running. The overall target to the upside above that is, where is it? Oops, that's not what I wanted to see. It's down here at 67. 67 is the next big target this week. The next big target this week is 67K, baby. We'll see if we hit that this week. Well, it looks like it. With all the bullish momentum we're getting today, on Monday, it looks like we're going for 67K this week. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know about you guys, but that's what it looks like to me. Could you check Goldfinch? Thanks. Yeah, I'll definitely take a look here at Goldfinch. Let's see here. So Goldfinch has definitely been one that has definitely been doing some. It's part of the real world asset tokenomics. Narrative. Sorry, not tokenomics. So Goldfinch is down 12% this month so far, or I should say last month. About 8% to the downside, 2.3% to the downside on the day, up over 490% overall in the year, right? Sitting at $59 million market cap, very low market cap, high risk play, but high risk play brings high potential of reward, right? That's what it is. The higher the risk, the higher the potential. That's just the way anything works. So if we could take a look here at Goldfinch, let's see here. Pretty sure I made an update about that in the Crypto Citadel for one of the members here. Where is that chart? Let me just type up Goldfinch. So right now, Goldfinch, as you guys can see here, right, we are sitting right at the value area low for quarter three. Let me zoom in here for you guys. All right, we're right at the bottom, right at the value area low of quarter three range. We want to see this $2 support area hold here. We don't want to be losing this. We're currently sitting below the September pivot. We are below the quarter four pivot and the October pivot as well. So there are some targets to the upside here that we need to reclaim. First, starting off with $2.17, which is a September pivot. Start seeing a bounce off this value area low. would be freaking great for Goldfinch. Start making a move. Then once we reclaim the point of control here for the quarter three range, right, and the quarter four pivot at $2.36, so going to be feeling a lot better. But overall, we're still within the quarter three range. Now, what are the major overall targets to the upside? Once we can break out of this quarter three range, right, break above $2.69, we have a naked point of control here at $2.92. That's going to be the next big target once we get above $2.69. Now, after that, we need to get above the value area low of quarter two, which is sitting at $3.14 here. This Goldfinch is sitting up here. It has had. Let me rewind here. It's had a retest before and it's had been rejected, so it's definitely going to be some resistance here, getting back into the quarter two value area low, right? Getting above that. But once we do enter the quarter two, why did I put quarter three naked point of control here? That was a mistake. There's a quarter two. So getting into the quarter two naked point of control at $3.65 with an overall golden pocket at $4.52 to the upside here, right? Then we'll start entering into price discovery once again. That's what we're seeing here for Goldfinch. And like I said, Goldfinch is a part of the real world asset narrative. I'm very bullish on the real world asset narratives, right? Ondo is my biggest play for real world assets. Ondo and Athena, right? Athena is up 14% today. Ondo is up 9.1% today. I think Ondo can go somewhere between $5 to $7 overall. Both of these, Athena and Ondo, are tied up with BlackRock and their Buildo asset fund, right? They're providing liquidity, they're providing tokenization, they are providing APY. They're doing all this stuff with BlackRock. So those are the two big players for me in the real world asset tokenization. And all of that is happening on the Ethereum blockchain. So even though Ethereum doesn't feel very bullish, hasn't done anything crazy this past year, only up 67%, right? Compared to what some of the other altcoins we're seeing were up in the hundreds, 400s, 300s, thousands, right? Ethereum is being chosen by institutions, right? The institutional volume is coming in. The ETFs are buying up Ethereum. BlackRock is tokenizing assets on Ethereum. So we're definitely going to see more institutionalized situation happening for Ethereum. Ethereum here having a nice little move to the upside, trying to break $2,600 for Ethereum. Let's freaking go. But I understand a lot of you guys probably not interested in Ethereum because it might be too high of a price, right? You might be priced out or whatever it is. But nonetheless, Ethereum is going to continue moving to the upside here. I do believe. Oh, let's go, baby. $2,604 for Ethereum here. Ethereum's market cap is $313 billion. That's nothing to laugh at, bro. That is the second largest market cap in crypto. This is the reason why it was the second choice when it came to institutional demand. And the fact that they're tokenizing everything on there with real world assets proves that it definitely has a long term future, right? It's just not going to give you the 50x potential that some of these other altcoins are going to give you, but it gives you a lot less risk, right? And investing your portfolio, whether you're a trader or a long term investor, investing is all about risk management. How much risk you want to put on your portfolio, right? Depends on how the more risk, the more reward, but you also have the potential, right? It's not a guarantee. More risk does not guarantee you more reward. It just gives you the potential for more reward, but you could definitely get wrecked, right? So that's why you need some things that are a lot less risky and give you a better guarantee, right? I use that in quotation, guarantee. Nothing is guaranteed here, right? It's investing. We're all speculating, but you have a better chance. You have more possibilities of a return to the upside, even though the return is smaller, maybe a 2x, maybe a 3x, right? And that's about it. But 2x to 3x, institutions are playing with millions and millions and millions of dollars. They only want a 2x. They get a 2x, that is bonkers for them, right? The stock market traders, right? These people that manage your 401k, they're hoping that you get an 8% return year over year. That is fantastic. That is spectacular for them, right? They get bonuses for that stuff, right? They get bonuses for an 8% return at the end of the year. We're talking about 16% returns on a day. We're talking about 10% returns on a day, right? We're talking about just massive moves here overall on all crypto. So let's not get greedy. Let's not get greedy. I'm concerned Ethereum is a big, slow, expensive pile of junk. Look, my man, I understand the concerns. One, it's not as fast as some other ones, but nonetheless, it is the major second largest crypto in the world. Where do you think institutions are going to park their money? You think they're going to park it in freaking some whatever Fugazi meme coin? No, they're not. Right? Are they going to park their money on let's say Render, right? A $2 billion market cap? No, right? They want something that's been here for the test of time. Ethereum has been here since the very beginning, along with Bitcoin, right? Obviously, it's younger than Bitcoin by some years, but it's the second biggest play. It's the biggest smart contract platform. It's got all the connections and all the institutions behind it because they know Ethereum's not going to go away. They would rather park their money on a $300 billion asset than something that's $2 billion. $2 billion for them is fugazi. It's nothing. Even though it's slow, for us, right? For us, because technology is always advancing. It's always advancing, right? The rate of technology is bonkers. But institutional investors and major corporations cannot stay up to date with cutting edge technology. They're always going to move slower than the cutting edge technology, right? They're going to stay with the safety net. They're going to stay with what they know works, right? They're just starting to understand crypto. They're not going to go with the risky asset. They're going to go with the asset that has had the test of time, that's had the biggest foundation of smart contracts, that has everything they need to feel safe in, right? They're not going to go with the lower risk asset, with the higher risk asset. They're going to go with the lowest risk asset, and that is Ethereum. So even though it's slow for us, you have to compare. You have to remember they're coming from traditional markets where a wire transfer takes 2 to 3 business days, right? Where a return on your money takes 3 to 4 business days, right? Where anything that you do in the banking system has to go through a million different permissions, right? Little flags going off, all this kind of checks and balances that the banking system has, and then it takes days days and days and days to get from one place to the next place before it's available, right? Crypto, it takes minutes, potentially an hour, right? Think about the level of advancement that does for traditional markets, for traditional banking, for traditional investments, right? You can transfer millions of dollars and your gas fee is going to be what? $20 on Ethereum when it's expensive to transfer money. I understand minting on Ethereum and doing other things on Ethereum, right? Launching smart contracts and minting tokens and all that stuff costs more. But to send the money on a bad day when things are astronomically congested on Ethereum, it costs what? $5, $10, $20. Let's say $100 to get massive priority. That's nothing for these major corporations. That is nothing because they'll get it instantly. They don't have to deal with the 3 to 5 day delay. They don't have to deal with all the fees that all these banking traditional systems require. You don't understand the level of advancement that Ethereum is. Even though for us in crypto, it's a slow piece of junk, it's not for the real world. Not getting hopes up yet. Been doing this for months. Not getting your hopes up for what? For what exactly? Because Bitcoin just smashed through 65,700, looking pretty good here overall. Next big target here is $67,190. If we zoom back out here to the daily, we are about to reclaim the local high that we made back at the end of September. This is the local high back here in September, right? Back in September, the local high was 66,400, 60,500. Let's just round up to 500. 66,500. We are currently sitting at 65,900. We're about to reclaim this local high and make a new higher high and make a new higher high, guys. This thing, if you're not bullish now, right, with the quarter four data that's coming out, October's back in the green. Everybody was worried about October being canceled. October's back in the green. Meanwhile, we stay. The only thing we need to stay above is the quarter 3 value area high, which is 63,500 bucks. 63,500. This red line right down here, right? This is what we need to stay above. We need to stay above the quarter 3 value area high. Meanwhile, we stay above the quarter 3 range, we are bullish, and we're about to make a new higher high here. Maybe it doesn't happen today, right? Maybe today Bitcoin cools off here for a little bit, pulls back a little bit. That's okay. But this week, we're going to be making a new higher high here for Bitcoin at some point, which is extremely, extremely bullish. Let's see here. Sui, not bad. Yeah, Sui's definitely a good one. Let's see. Let's read some chat here. But this is probably the breakout we've been waiting for. This is definitely the breakout we've been waiting for. Bitcoin is definitely ripping here and going to higher. How high do you reckon Goldfinch could go? I went through those levels already of how high I think it can go. The overall all-time high, I don't know. I don't have a price prediction for Goldfinch for all-time highs, but I'll definitely take a look at it. No Global says, love the show. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see here. Mog will upset everyone. Not Mog. Mog up 20% today. Let's go. Hope you guys are making money. Hope you guys are taking profits. Let's see here. Let me look through some chat here. What do you think Bitcoin Cash will top this bull run? Dude, I don't follow Bitcoin Cash at all. I don't follow Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash, it's up 64% overall in the year. It's something people can trade. As a trader, I would not be using this as a long-term investment. I just wouldn't. I know in the past it's had a few little runs here and there. It's ranked number 14, $7 billion market cap, but it just doesn't got enough compared to what a lot of these altcoins are doing. I personally am not interested in it. I'll day trade it. If a good setup sets up, but I'm not holding them a long-term portfolio. I'm just not. Thoughts on Moonwell? Thoughts on Moonwell. Let's go take a look. A lot of people have been asking me about Moonwell, man. A lot of people have been asking me. Up 31% today. What are you guys feeding this thing? Steroids? You guys are feeding this thing steroids? This thing is up huge. 71% this week. 31% just today. Jeez Louise. Where is this thing going? I think I'm gonna buy myself some Moonwell. Just kidding, guys. I don't chase. I don't. No matter how much FOMO I get, if I missed it, I missed it. But I'm not gonna buy in at a at a 73% pump this week. This thing's had a huge uptick here. Did this thing just get? Did this thing just get added onto Coinbase? Is that why? Because it just got added to Coinbase 2 weeks ago. That might have been why. Moonwell, US dollar. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's get a different exchange. Let's get let's get KuCoin. Get some more data on it. It's been around for a little while now. So Moonwell is doing pretty well. Let me tell you, Moonwell is doing pretty well. Let me tell you. I know it's cliche, but it is. Let's get Q2 data here. April 1st, all the way down. We're well above that right now. That's very interesante. Let's get April. See, we have some untapped pivots or anything up here. Nothing in the monthly, anything on the quarterly. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. So this thing is pretty much getting ready to enter price discovery here, because as you can see right here, right, its last solid candle to the upside was at 0.056, right? So I'm not even gonna worry about this data down here. We're definitely leaving some targets down here for a pullback. But if Bitcoin continues to move up here, I don't see this thing having any major pullback of any kind. So back in March of 2024, which was the top of altcoin rally here, right, was at 0.056. We're approaching that right now, and anything above that was just a big wick up to about 0.7. We've got basically literally like no trading volume happening at these levels. So there's literally not much we can do but just say, hey, this thing's about to enter price discovery. So for the entire month of March, even though we went all the way up here, see anything above the Q2 range here, above 0.046, there's literally like no volume. There's no volume because it just happened so quick. There was no consolidation or price action up there. So that means as we approach these levels, I expect Moonwell to continue just blasting off. So this thing could continue to go parabolic here in the short term until it finds some level of area, a new area to start ranging in and build some support, because it definitely has to build support at some point. It can't just go parabolic forever, but it does look like getting above this 0.056 could definitely lead into price discovery very rapidly, especially if Bitcoin continues to move to the upside here, as we see it going to 65,900, basically going for 66,000 already just today. Definitely, as Bitcoin propels upward, I believe Moonwell could continue to be running it up here because it doesn't got a lot of volume up there. I'll drop 30K into that. What? DS Bebop says I dropped 30K into it at 3,000. I'm down bad. What did you drop 30K in? I bought Bitcoin Cash. Oh, you bought Bitcoin Cash at 3K. Oh, dang. Dang, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. Thoughts on Super and Sui? Yeah, I'm super bullish on Sui. So Sui, we've covered that earlier today. Doing very, very well here at $2.27. Pretty much smashing through all types of resistance. If we check out Sui, where's Sui at? Sui, Sui. Yeah, so Sui is smashing through basically all targets here, above the quarter one value area high, entering price discovery. Right, we're at basically new all time highs here for Sui right now. We just made a new all time high at $2.36, having a little bit of a pullback. All right, we'll see if we have a pullback down to the quarter one value area high of $1.91.92. That would be a nice little pullback of about 15%. Maybe we won't get it, but we'll have to have a pullback at some point. Even though Bitcoin is getting ready for that parabolic move to the upside, we'll see. But overall, I'm more focused on the Sui ecosystem. I covered this earlier in the show. Sui ecosystem, right? Their TVL is continuing to grow. Even though we missed out on Sui's parabolic move, you can still look at Sui's DEXs and lending platforms. There's four of them that I'm looking at, which is Cactus, Sui Lend, Scallop. Cactus is a DEX. Sui Lend is lending. Scallop Lend is also lending. And then Turbos Finance is the other DEX that I'm keeping an eye on for Sui. Those are four ecosystem plays that I'm keeping an eye on. Not telling you to go buy them or anything like that. I'm just saying you need to look at ecosystem because Sui is just going so parabolic. So the other one was Super, and Super, right, is doing pretty well as well. It's up 60% the last month, up 15% on the week, 2.4% today, right? Nothing wild like Sui or anything like that, but Super is a way lower market cap at $623 million market cap crypto, right? It's away from the micro cap risk. So it's not as risky as the cryptos that are under 100 mil. Those are extremely risky. This does have potential for, a potential 10x, right? A potential 15x, things like that, right? Where they're more mid-tier risk projects. Still higher risk than the larger caps, obviously, but you're not going to get as much return with a larger cap than you can with Superverse. Superverse, if you guys don't know, is part of the crypto gaming narrative. They have tons of partnerships, doing very well. There's a very good crypto gaming project out there right now. Off the Grid has been going viral everywhere. All the big players, streamers, right? All the big gaming streamers have been playing it. I've been watching it. It looks amazing, AAA quality, right? And it's on EA Games. It's free to play. It's doing spectacular. And it's a crypto game. It's built on Avalanche, right? So Superverse is focused on building those type of games, building those kind of things, right? If crypto gaming has another highlight as a narrative, which I think it will, right? I always think it will. I definitely think Superverse is one to keep an eye on. Superverse is a direct competitor to Beam, right? To Beam. Beam is $800 million market cap. It's up 16% overall in this month. Beam is also in the crypto gaming, and so is IMX. IMX Immutable is the largest crypto gaming project out there at 2.6 million. So Super being one of the smaller ones. Obviously, there's micro ones out there, but I'm talking about mid-tier, smaller. Is definitely got a lot of good potential to the upside. I did post in the Crypto Citadel about Super. Where's Super at? Super, super. These are all the macro analysis I post for all the different projects that people request in the Crypto Citadel. Where is Super at? Super. Geez, Louise, how many of these? I got a bunch of these. Looking for Super here. Super, where you at? Arweave, Goldfinch, Relio, Ando, Swamp, RDS. I I passed it. I must be here somewhere. Okay, I can't. I'm not gonna keep scrolling through them forever. Let me just come on over here. Type in Super. Here it is. So Super has been smashing through a lot of targets as well, also approaching that potential price discovery here relatively soon. Potential all-time highs start to kick in after $1.59, right? The $1.59 Superverse starts going into new all-time high territory. The Q3 was the best time to be buying, right? August 5th and September 6th were the two bottoms that we needed for crypto before moving to the upside here. So Superverse doesn't have a lot of targets up here, right? It just has the resistance of getting above $1.37 and then $1.52 before I start running into new all-time highs. And then I'm going to have to make some more analysis on Super, but Super has been doing super well. See here. Appreciate all of you guys smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. Let's see. Let's continue reading some chat here. Cheers. Loved and subscribed. Let's go. What do you think about Sandbox? How much price for this bull market? So Sandbox is one that a lot of people don't talk about anymore. It was big into the metaverse, right? Metaverse is something that has not been a topic of discussion at all this bull run, right? Crypto gaming is still in the conversation from time to time, but metaverse has not been part of the conversation at all, even though Meta as a company, Facebook as a company, has been making huge advancements in the metaverse, right? We're a lot closer to the metaverse now than we were back in 2021. But right now, there's just no hype for metaverse. And the reason why is because there's no hype for NFTs, right? The big hype for metaverse came through NFTs because everything that was being built on these metaverses were being built as assets you can own, right? Like Sandbox, you can buy all these NFTs, which are then the assets that exist inside the Sandbox ecosystem. And that's what really, really drove a lot of attention. People were very hyped about NFTs and having ownership in the digital world. That is not a conversation right now. NFTs are not part of the conversation at all. And the metaverse is even below that, right? So we're more likely to see an NFT comeback first before we see a metaverse comeback, right? Now, does that mean that Sandbox won't pump? No, it doesn't mean that. Overall, it's had a 7.1% pump in the last month. Overall, in the year, it's still down 4.9%, which is not good at all. Since the fact that we had a major, major rally in the earlier part of this year, from January to March, April, we had a major rally for altcoins. This should have had a very nice rally during that time too, but it didn't because all the focus right now, right, is in meme coins. So the metaverse, the narratives that aren't really the only narratives that are really strong this time around are real world assets, AI, um, AI, real world assets. We got layer ones, layer twos are very dicey right now. Layer twos are not that great either. Let's go over here to Coin Market Cap and look at some categories for some other narratives that are very popular. The the AI, the real world assets, decentralized science, DePin's another one, right? DePin's a very big narrative that is very bullish in this market compared to previous markets. So, and then meme coins, dude. We have a lot of meme coin stuff happening overall, a lot of meme coin stuff. So, real world assets, gaming, AI, DePin, memes. And then we got the ecosystems for like Solana, ecosystem for Sui, ecosystem tokens. We have Bitcoin layer 2. That's another narrative. Bitcoin layer 2 is things being built on the Bitcoin ecosystem, like inscriptions and BRC20 tokens, stamps, all that kind of stuff. Appreciate the subscribe. Let's go, Ali. Let's go. Appreciate you. Welcome to the the Crusader clan over here. So very, very strong narratives are those right there. Game, AI, real world assets are the two strongest. Then we got DePin, we got gaming, And we've got decentralized science is another little narrative that's coming up. Very small narrative, but a very unique one that I think can do very well. So metaverse, just I don't see a lot of potential for metaverse. So if you're still holding Sandbox from the previous altcoin rally, from the previous bull market, you're gonna have to make some tough decisions there. Let's see here. Do you think TIA will tank after the token unlock? Where do you see it going this run? So it's not so much that I think it's going to tank. It definitely could have experience a pullback, right? Altcoins will have pullbacks, uh, even when everything is green. At some point, things have a little bit of pullback. Bitcoin chops a little sideways. Pullbacks are normal. But what I think will happen with TIA is the major unlock for TIA is going to affect it in the way that the market cap is going to inflate, right? The token supply is going to be so massively released that it's going to hold TIA back from really going parabolic. That's what's really going to happen where people don't see it, right? People aren't going to see a 50% dump or a 40% dump on TIA because the token unlock happens. They're just not going to see the price go parabolic while everything else is like having massive moves, massive moves, massive moves to the upside. TIA is going to kind of just be steadily going sideways, chopping, maybe have a little bit of pullback, having a nice little pump, one little pullback, and it's just going to go kind of crab walk sideways. That's what I'm expecting to happen for TIA because we are in the bull market. People are not going to realize what that actually means, and the inflation, right, is going to be a slow drip to the outside. It's not like 82% gets unlocked on day one. It's 82% overall over a period of time. If we look at it over here, if we go look at the token unlock for TIA, right, which I already alerted all my Crypto Citadel members, right, all my crusaders in the Citadel about that, in the next 15 days, it's going to be unlocking 81% of the circulating supply, which is basically a million tokens, right? Round up a million tokens every day for the next year. For the next year. So for 365 days, it's going to be unlocking a million tokens. So that's why I'm telling you, you're still going to have moves to the upside. It's just not going to go as parabolic as before it could have. It could have gone a lot more parabolic before. Now it's going to go a lot. It's going to have a lot slower moves to the upside as these token unlocks are happening every single day. Right? Doesn't mean that they're going to be instantly dumped. Right? They can still be used. They can still be held by investors and all this stuff. But the market cap is going to inflate faster than the price can keep up. So that's the big problem with these major unlocks, especially during the bull market right now. People are not going to see it. How high do you think SUI will go before a pullback? And is it a good day? Is it a good idea to buy at the pullback? That's a great question, right? So SUI is one that everyone keeps asking about and talking about. I'm going to try to keep up with all the questions here. So SUI, right? It's had a major run. Can it continue going? Yes, it definitely can, right? It definitely has potential. Bitcoin's, like I said, Bitcoin's not even at all-time highs, guys. Bitcoin's not at all-time highs. Imagine what the altcoins are going to look like 4 or 5 months from now when Bitcoin's 80,000 plus, $100,000, right? Where are the altcoins going to go? Do you think SUI is just going to go flat line and not move? Of course not. SUI is going to keep moving, right? So he's going to continue going parabolic. So overall, in the macro scheme of things, if we have a decent pullback, yes, but just know that you have two strategies. Either go very heavy on the pullback, knowing there's a lot of risk, right? Because the fact that we've had such a fast run up already, 119% in just this last month, right? There's a lot of risk there. You're going to be adding a lot of capital. Right, these would be my two strategies. This is just what I would do personally. I'm not telling you to do this. I'm not a financial advisor. Either I would go very heavy, right, and dump a lot of capital into it and be very aggressive on taking profits. Very aggressive, meaning I'm not going to be waiting for the 15x, right, the 10x or whatever. I'm going to be looking for 2 to 3x because I know that SUI could get there very rapidly and pull my profits, right? At least the bare minimum, when I say pull profits, is take out my initial capital. So if I put $1,000 in, right, I put in $1,000 after we have a little pullback here. Let's say we pull back to $2, maybe we pull back to $1.96, like I showed on the chart here for SUI, right? The chart for SUI, right here. The chart for SUI, I was like, hey, maybe we get a pullback to the quarter one value area high, $1.92. We get this little pullback here. It's a pullback of about 13, 14%, I go in on it. Let's say I throw $1,000 in. First of all, I know that this thing could continue pulling back, right? Because it has such a parabolic rise. Look at this parabolic rise. This is a high risk play now because of how fast it's gone up. But nonetheless, there's still potential for it to keep going. Meanwhile, Bitcoin continues to break towards new all-time highs. So with that in mind, if I throw in $1,000 on this retest of $1.92, right? I know that I have to be very aggressive on taking profits. The minute that thing doubles, my 1,000 becomes 2,000 and I've doubled up, I am pulling my initial, meaning I'm selling half of my position. I'm pulling my $1,000 that I initially invested out, and I'm keeping $1,000 as a moon bag so that if that thing does run 15x or whatever, I still have exposure to it, but I do not have the risk of losing any money, right? Any of my initial capital. That's all you want to protect. You always want to protect your initial capital. You don't want to lose that. Obviously, you want to take profits and make more money, right, to continue growing your capital overall. But doing that strategy of pulling your initial on a double, right, on a high risk play, therefore you all automatically bring the risk of losing money down to zero. So that's what I would do. Or go small, right? Let's say I throw in $500 at a pullback, right? And I say, hey, well, I'm going to throw in that $500 and I'm just going to let it ride. I'm just going to let it ride and whatever it is. But that risk, that strategy does have the risk of, hey, you losing $500, right? You could lose $500 if you don't time this well, if you don't sell properly, if you don't take profits, you could lose your $500. You could pull back, you could go underwater, right? And at the end of the day, with either one of those strategies, if you go underwater, you need to be aware as you're going in that you're going to need some extra capital to dollar cost average into it, right? To try to keep it as it continues to pull back, build up your position so that when it pulls back up, you can pull out your initial on a double. But either way, it's high risk. That's why I'm not looking for SUI, right? That is a $6 billion market cap right now, right? Having this major run, I would rather look at the SUI ecosystem, which is the way lower market caps, right? We're talking about like 60 million, 14 million, very high risk plays, but with lower market cap would have a lot of potential to run a lot further than SUI has, right? Market cap wise. Let's see here. Is it okay? I bought Phantom at 7 cents, so I've made it up. Okay. B Bob was talking about the $3,000 that he lost when he bought Bitcoin Cash at 3,000. I'm glad you made it up, bro. Appreciate all of you guys smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe already. If you haven't joined the Crypto Citadel, make sure you hit the link in the bio. If you're on YouTube, the link is in the chat and in the description down below. If you're on TikTok, go into the profile, right? The first link there, it's join group. And if you come on over here, it's $19.99 to be part of the Crypto Citadel. But since it was 35% off, unfortunately, now it's 25%. Dumptober is over, and now we're back to Uptober, baby. You type in Uptober, hit apply, you get 25% off your first payment. It goes from $19.99 down to $14.99, about 50 cents a day, guys. 50 cents a day to be in the group. Actually, it's probably less than 50 cents a day to be in the freaking group every single day. 50 cents a day to be in there. And you guys are getting macro analysis for all the long-term investors that are not day traders. And if you are a day trader, you're going to be getting education and you're going to be getting daily trade setups for all of you guys that are looking for setups, right? I'll be posting those every single day in there, and we're going to be rocking and rolling. And overall, at the longer term, we're going to be releasing exclusive live sessions, exclusive trading sessions happening in there as well, which will increase the price overall from $19.99 much higher, because those trading sessions are going to be a couple of hours a day. And obviously, if you're already locked in at $19.99 or whatever price you got in before that, you're grandfathered in for life. You don't have to worry about the price increase. The price increase is only going to happen it's only going to affect the newer people jumping in at later parts, right? Because right now I'm building the foundation of the Citadel with all the OG people joining. After the new features of trading sessions come out, that price is going to go up, but you guys are grandfathered in. Just got here. What will pump more than SUI? It's ecosystem. It's ecosystem, right? So Cactus, which is the DEX, SUI Lend, Scallop Lend, which are two lending platforms for DeFi, and then Turbos are the four SUI plays, ecosystem plays that I'm looking at. Obviously, there's a lot more things here. These are all part of Sui's ecosystem, right? You guys can definitely go take a look at all of those. But those are the four that I have on my radar. There's definitely a lot more, but there's definitely potential on other ones as well. But those are just the four that I'm keeping an eye on, because the fact that Sui has gone up so fast, so aggressively, and it's already at a $6 billion market cap, which doesn't mean it can't go higher. It can definitely go higher, right? Hit 10 billion, 20 billion, who knows? Nobody knows how high it can go. But the ecosystem market caps are way lower. They're less than 100 million. They're less than 100 million in market cap, meaning there's a lot of potential for a very rapid growth. B Bob says everyone needs a Citadel. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oops. How many members are in the Citadel at the moment? We got about 50 people in there. We got about 50 people, give or take. Yeah. Where to find Sui ecosystem coins? You can go to DeFi Llama. That's what this website is. This website you guys see right here on the top right corner, DeFi Llama, right over here where my mouse is, DeFi Llama. .com. It's a free platform. You guys can check out all ecosystems of all cryptos in there. Thoughts on SEI? I'm bullish on SEI. I think SEI is going to do very well. SEI is like the slower. SEI reminds me of like the XLM to XRP. Not that is a bad comparison because I hate XRP and XLM, especially XRP, and it's not even performing well. But the fact that Sui is doing very well, Sui could be like the XRP that everybody wished they had, right? And SEI is like the XLM. It's like the slower one, but it's catching up. It's doing pretty well. It's up 65% overall in the last month, 12% on the week, 7.1% on the day. I think SEI definitely has room to continue going and continue doing well. They're also part of the institution. ENA, man, up 22% today. Let's go. I've been telling you guys, ENA is where it's at, my friend. ENA Athena is working with BlackRock. I saw the announcement. I saw that they're jumping into the Buildo Asset Fund with real world tokenization with BlackRock. They're working with Ondo as well. It is extremely, extremely bullish for Ondo and ENA to both be working with BlackRock and getting all those real world assets tokenized on the blockchain. Can you repeat those, please? Yeah, you can check them out inside of DeFi Llama, but it's called Cactus, is a DEX, Sui Lend, Scallop Lend. Those are two lending platforms. And then the fourth one is Turbos Finance. Turbos Finance. They're all they're two DEXs and two lending platforms. Is it too late to enter into Pepe short-term long trade now? Everything feels late right now, right? Because Pepe, let's see, Pepe is up 11% today, up 2% overall in the week. Definitely wouldn't want to be jumping into a long after it's pumped 11% today. Let's go take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still just sitting around 65,900, doing its thing here, just holding above here. Yeah, I wouldn't. I would wait. I would wait for a Pepe long. Obviously, I could be wrong about that, but you're talking about meme coins, high risk stuff, my friends. High risk stuff. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. So thirsty. Been talking nonstop for over the last hour. I hope you guys are taking advantage of the Crypto Citadel 25% off. Join in there with the promo code DUMPTOBER because Uptober is back, baby. The promo code is Uptober because Dumptober is over. Dumptober is over. October is back in the green here. As you guys can see, back into the green, up 2.48% just today. Let me hit a quick little refresh here. Since we have gone up 3.17% on October already. We still got 2 weeks left in October to continue moving up, to continue the bullish momentum for quarter four. Are we going to freaking see the 80% average take place? And we're going to see Bitcoin over $100,000 by the end of this year. I think it's possible. I think it's possible. So far, so good. And let's get it rocking and rolling. Promo code Uptober, 25% off in the Discord Crypto Citadel. You're getting macro analysis for every long-term investor out there. You're getting daily trade setups for the people that want to be trading, and you're getting fundamental analysis as well. And that's not even including the trading sessions and other things that are coming down the pipeline. How about Bitcoin itself? Can we enter long now, or should we wait for a setup? So I literally posted a setup this morning. Both of my previous setups that I've posted in the Citadel unfortunately got front ran. So as you guys can see here, daily setups here. Let me scroll down. So you always want to look for a very good entry. Entry is key, right? So last night I was talking about this entry here, this setup, right? Bitcoin was coming down. It was coming down towards the value area low of its previous day range. And I was like, hey, there's a green zone here, right? There's three levels. There's the previous week naked point of control, the previous day low, and a weekly untapped pivot, all between 62,100 and 62. If we tap this region, I'm going long. We're gonna be going above the quarter three value area high, as you guys can see here, right? You guys can see that. I hope, right? Above the quarter three value area high, that is my target, right? I broke out the different targets. I set it up, all la 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 la. It got front ran last night, right? It got front ran. It didn't go as low as those points of support, and it just blasted off. I said, okay, no problem. I posted another setup this morning, right? This is the problem when things get very bullish. You got to be very aggressive. I was looking for a retest of this previous week high, even potentially coming down and retesting the VWAP, which is this green line you're seeing here, right? Retesting this, I was actually expecting the VWAP to meet the previous week high and Bitcoin coming down, tapping it and bouncing back up to 65,692. That was the setup, right? That was the optimal entry. You got to look for great entries. Unfortunately, my entry got front ran again, but the TA works, right? We are heading in the right direction. So overall, Bitcoin, if we jump down to the 15-minute, right, and did this. The VWAP came and met the previous week high, like I told you guys, right? But guess what? We front ran the previous week. Instead of coming down to 64,458, we came down to 64,597. I was live on the show. I wasn't keeping a track of it, and I didn't go long, but there it went. Boom. Blasted off right past our target of 65,700. Nice trade for the day. Overall, the major target overall for this week is going to be $67,190. That's going to be the moves for the overall. So right now, I'm waiting for Bitcoin to settle down a little bit, right? We've had a lot of movement to the upside. We've been extended far away from the VWAP, which is normal in these massive rallies to the upside. We get away from the VWAP for quite some time, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see if it retests this 65,700 area. Does it hold it? Does it lose it? If it continues to pull back, we got to be. Trading is all about being patient and waiting for those key entries. It's okay to miss a trade. It's okay. All that matters is that you don't lose money. Meanwhile, you're not losing money. You're okay. Before, I was very aggressive, taking trades all the time, and it wouldn't work out sometimes, right? And I was like, damn, it's so frustrating. It's because you're forcing it, right? It's better to take maybe 2 trades, 3 trades a week, right? And make money because you're getting those good entry points than trying to force a trade and getting in at an entry point that is not ideal, right? And then you end up losing money, but you're trading 6, 7, 8, 10 times a day or 8 times a week or whatever. What's the point of trading 10 times a week if you're losing more trades than you're winning versus if you're doing maybe 2 to 3 trades a week, but they're all bangers, right? They're all winners because you're getting those optimal entries. So right now I'm not entering any longs. Obviously, you can just blindly go long and wait for the 67. That is going to be the target, but you're entering a very high risk. This is not an optimal entry point. We have to see how Bitcoin settles down and see where open interest is at. So like if we look at open interest right now, open interest is higher than what it was earlier when we broke into the previous week high, which is good. It means open interest is still picking up here. It's still picking up, but we have to keep an eye, see if open interest has a dip here, pulls back down a little bit. It definitely can, but it's okay. It's okay to miss this move to the upside. Meanwhile, we wait for the optimal entry point to get a nice long setup. Obviously, shorts are a lot more risky than longs right now, but at some point, the longs will also get risky, and there will be a pullback. Thoughts on Near? Where do you see it? This bull market? I've never been a close follower of Near, but Near is definitely one that's been doing pretty well. Near. Sorry about that. Nothing major, but up 18% overall in the last month. Has had a nice little pullback overall in the week of 5.2%. Now it's up 7.4% this week, this day, today. So Near is one that I don't keep close attention to, but let's go take a look here at a chart for Near. So Near right now is currently sitting above this buying zone of this is a little buying zone. It was a little bit double bottom situation. It's still facing resistance at this red square here, red rectangle. As you can see, this resistance zone. We came up at the end of September to it at $5.86. Got rejected once again. So I continue to expect resistance happening between $5.87 to $6.40, give or take. We do have a target of $7, which is the quarter two naked point of control, and then we have a larger target up here of $11.23. Once we break above the quarter two naked point, the quarter one naked point of control. Sorry, quarter two. Sorry, I don't know why I kept getting confused there. Once we break above the quarter two value area high of $8, $11 is the next major target because it puts us in this overall larger range of this blue zone for near. That's just the short term stuff. V chain. Let's go take a look at V chain. V chain's been not doing a lot in price, but it's been doing a lot in like partnerships with the UFC, tokenizing. They got into real world asset tokenization. They've been tokenizing the gloves for the fighters in the UFC. They always have a partnership with UFC. They're getting some good exposure there. Only up 2.8% this month. This past month, 41% overall in the year. Let's take a quick look at VeChain. VeChain is one that I don't think is going to hit new all-time highs, but I definitely think it has potential to run it up to maybe 15 to 20 cents, right? Which is a major move from where we're at right now. Currently, VeChain is still within its quarter three range. We're still sitting here within the quarter three range. We're well below the October pivot of 26 cents. So once we can break out of this quarter three value area high range, right? Once we can break above 0.026, our next zone here is going to be a local high where we're going to be making, which as you guys can see, we've been in a downtrend, right? Higher, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. You guys can see here, just overall downtrend, right? Just wherever you want to draw this from, just downtrend overall, just high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and then we're kind of making it, at the same level here, which is the peak of the value area high for quarter three. We break this high here of 0.032 cents would definitely break massive market structure here, which is also the right at the value area low of quarter two, right? So quarter two range value area low is going to be some pretty decent resistance here. Breaking above that would definitely break market structure for VeChain, putting us to a macro gold pocket of running it up to 0.042, which is a nice little up zone here, also along with the upper end of the quarter two range. And then that would be a nice little move to the upside here for the local targets. And then after that, I have to look at some previous historical targets for more to the upside, a deeper dive into VeChain. But here in the local area, that's what we need to see. We need to see a move above 0.033 for VeChain to start really starting to move up. Let's go back to Bitcoin here. Bitcoin coming back down here, kind of trying to retest the 65,700. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. If it comes down, the VWAP is going a little parabolic to the upside. We'll see if it comes back to the VWAP at some point. I am very bullish on Bitcoin. Overall, I do think this week we're going to be hitting that 67,190. So I'm going to be looking for a nice long entry point, at some point to run it up there, catch that long. I appreciate all of you guys smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. Make sure you guys are joining the Crypto Citadel if you haven't already. This is the link right here. Go to the link. If you're on TikTok, go to the profile. If you're on YouTube, go to the description down below or in the chat. It's pinned in the chat. You click here, right? It's going to take you right over here. You click on that link. You type in Uptober in the promo code. Uptober, you get 25% off. Right, Uptober, 25% off, $14.99, less than 50 cents a day to be in the Discord, getting macro analysis for long-term holds, right, for the potential buying zones, potential targets of taking profits to the upside overall for long-term investors. And if you're a short-term trader, you want to be trading every single day, you want to take a few trades here and there, we're getting daily trade setups posted in there as well, all for less than 50 cents a day to be in the Discord, to be getting macro and daily trade setups. And then later, at some point later this week, later this month, potentially, We're definitely going to be doing exclusive trading sessions, which will increase the price for the Citadel overall, but not if you're already in. If you're already in at 19.99, you are locked in, grandfathered in at that price for life. Um, so definitely go take a look at that and join if you haven't already. Let's see here. Arrow is ripping. Yes, it is. Arrow is ripping, my friends. You can't fade Arrow, dude. This thing is the biggest DeFi play on Base. Base is directly connected to Coinbase. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Everything else on Base is meme coins and Fugazi. This is the only thing that actually matters on the Base network, on Bitcoin's network, on Coinbase's network. So this thing is approaching getting close to new all-time highs here relatively soon, basically almost about to hit all its targets to the upside. I appreciate all of you guys smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe, sharing out the live if you haven't already. I'll see all of you guys in the Crypto Citadel. I'll be signing off for today. I'll see all of you guys later. I'll be posting some videos on the Discord and some tutorials on different things that are happening for trade setups, terminology, how different tools work, how the range tool works, stuff like that. So I'll see all of you guys in the Citadel. If you haven't already joined, definitely go do so. Promo code is UPTOBER. Get 25% off. I'm Blockchain Crusader, crusading through these blockchains every single day. Until next time, see ya.